wearing a variety of different hats today. And one of the things that someone mentioned in a meeting earlier today is asking, well, you know, what does the customer want? How do we help them get what they want? And I've thought about that a little bit today, and that I'm doing these Trunomics recaps, but what is it that you guys want? I've mentioned a few times that I think it'd be neat to create a community where other people dialogue and share ideas. But one thought is how do I best serve those that are listening to this, and where are the areas that provide value to them, and how can we do more of that? Let me know. Today was an interesting day market wise. I want to dive into the iron condor that we've been looking at. Specifically, we're looking at what does it mean to when we put on these wings. Um, we're basically combining both a bullish put spread and a bearish call spread during times in which volatility is spiking, peaking, preferably. And so today was a day in which I was able to put on a layer of that trade. And what I thought was fascinating was that as the markets just grinded higher and higher and higher, it got to the point where the bullish put spread was close to max gain. And so I decided to close that out. And I had a decision to make. And that decision was, am I going to roll and do another one, or am I not? Given the recent volatility, I just couldn't stomach the roll. And so I just said, okay, well, I profited on one side. We'll let the rest ride, and we'll see if the market volatility comes back, in which case I would close out the uh, bearish call spread. That's the only position of the iron condor that's left. This is not investment advice. Do your own investment research. Part of the reason I like the iron condor, for those of you that are new listening to these recaps, is that the base position is you're selling a call and you're selling a put. And if you're in the camp that the casino always wins and it's the ones that come to the casino that gamble, well, then if I'm going to position trades, I want to position them in such a way that I can be as close to the casino side as possible. So it's still probabilities. It's still taking shots. There's no 100% on this one. But we'll see where it lands. Some news that came out late in the day was a Trump tweet on soybeans. Great. That's all we need. 12:37. We have like 20 minutes before the market close. I believe that China purposefully not buying our soybeans and causing difficulty for our soybean farmers is an economically hostile act, and we are considering terminating business with China having to do with cooking oil and other elements of trade as retribution. As an example, we can easily produce cooking oil ourselves. We don't need to purchase it from China. Here's our take. If you're going to go buy a car, you're like, hey, I want this car. They're like, that's $80,000. You're like, that's outrageous. And they're like, well, how about 70? That's still insane. How about 65? You're like, fine, let's do that. In a way, Trump just is like, and there's probably elements of that are happening of, hey, I want to shift this, and we're not going to buy it if you don't change, right? So that's what created the volatility as we got later into the day. Let's see what futures were flat. Last time I checked, not that I really pay really too much attention to futures anyway. Actually, probably pay more attention to what Bitcoin's doing, if anything. I think it's a better proxy. Speaking of proxy, we were talking about Delta 10 on the Iron Condor trade idea, and that's one that I'm trying to continually craft. And so I'm trying to just get better each day. And so this book that I'm reading talks about how you want to position those sides of the trade where the delta is at 10. It's like, well, what does that mean? Well, it shows up on the options chart as 0.10, or traders refer to it as Delta 10. But it can also serve as a proxy for the probability that it will close basically outside the money. And so that's something that I'm learning now. It's kind of fast-winded. I'm excited. So don't blame me. Hope you guys are having fun out there. And appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll catch you tomorrow. Hopefully they're around the same time.